Yes, children. Let us now go through the mechanism of electrophilic substitution reaction. I have already told you that benzene undergoes electrophilic substitution reaction. We have seen halogenation, nitration, sulfonation, Friedel-Crafts alkylation, acylation and all that. Now we will see the mechanism. We have just seen the reaction. Now let us see the mechanism. Okay. Now this mechanism of all these reactions, all these electrophilic substitution reactions, it is all of the same type. Now what are the steps involved in that? Let us see. First one is generation of electrophile. How is the electrophile generated? Now say for example this is the reagent ENU. Now this splits into E plus and the nucleophile. Okay. And in some cases an electrophile is not at all generated, but a polarized molecule of the reagent serves as the electrophile. Now, if you see halogenation, in the case of halogenation, what happens? Say Br2 or Cl2, it is treated with FeBr3, or you may even take AlBr3. Now, what is happening? This FeBr3, this is a Lewis acid. AlCl3, I have explained to you with respect to AlCl3. AlCl3 is a Lewis acid. You know very well that central Al is having only 6 electrons. So it is lacking a pair of electrons. So it is a Lewis acid. Electron pair acceptors. Same way this FeBr3 is also a Lewis acid. So what it does, it takes the bonding pair of electron between bromine and bromine and goes like FeBr4. So this Br plus is left as at a distance, and one Br along with the bond pair is joined with FeBr3. So it is Br FeBr3. So this is the polarized bromine molecule. Now from here this Br plus is generated. Right? Now supposing if you take CH3Cl. Now in this case, this pair of electron which is between Cl and carbon, that is together going with AlCl3, giving rise to AlCl4 negative, that is Cl minus AlCl3, and this CH3 will now be the electrophile. So this is how an electrophile is generated. Okay. Now after that, what is the second step? Second step is formation of a carbocation intermediate. Now as the electrophile approaches the benzene ring, it is attracted by the pi electrons to form a pi complex. Now there are 6 pi electrons inside the benzene ring, and these electrons, the electron cloud, pi electron cloud, is attracting the electrophile which is coming close by. Now what happens once it is attracting? Slowly it is reorganizing itself, rearranging itself to form a carbocation intermediate. Now how it is taking place? See, say this is the benzene ring. Now this is the pi electron cloud, and this pi electron cloud is attracting the electrophile. Incoming electrophile is being attracted. Or you can even draw it like this. Now this pair of electron, this is getting shifted towards this position. When this is getting shifted, what will happen? This will become negatively charged, and from where you have taken, that will become positively charged, and this negative charge will be attracting the E plus. So that is what you are having, and here there is already a hydrogen. Okay, here there is already a hydrogen. So you will get this species. Hydrogen will be there, and E also has been attached to it because E plus is attracted towards the negative charge, so you are getting this. Now when the positive charge is there, then what happens? This pair of electron will start moving towards the positive charge to neutralize the positive charge at this position. So when this is getting shifted, then this position will get a positive charge. Here they go. Then to neutralize the positive charge at this position, the next pi bond is shifting towards that, and now the positive charge will shift to this position. So these three are resonance structures. now which is denoted to be equivalent to this structure. So this positive charge in the benzene ring, it is shown like this, and hydrogen and electrophile both are there. Okay, so second step is formation of carbocation intermediate. This is the carbocation intermediate. Now what happens? In the third step, this proton will be removed from the carbocation intermediate. Okay, and how it is done? Now it can lose a proton to the nucleophile present in the reaction mixture to form a substitution product. Now this proton, it is lost as H plus. That proton means it is H plus, so this is lost as H plus. If this is lost as H plus, what does it mean? This pair of electron will be shifting here, is it not? And so the positive charge will be neutralized. Now see what happens. When the nucleophile is coming, approaching it, this proton will be attracted towards a nucleophile because the bond here is shifting towards a positive charge. So when this bond is shifting, now it will become a double bond here, and only E will be there, and this hydrogen and Nu will get out as a byproduct. So during this step, the aromatic character of the benzene ring is restored. So this step is very, very fast. The previous step was slow, but this step, the the loss of proton towards the nucleophile, that is very, very fast. Okay, so this is how the reaction takes place. Now it is the same way for any reaction for that matter. Supposing you take halogenation, then Cl2 with AlCl3, generation of Cl plus is there, and then this Cl plus will be the attacking species. So the pi bond pair of electron will shift here, will become a negative charge, and the Cl plus will be attracted towards that. So you will get hydrogen and Cl attached. Now this positive charge will be there, and this positive charge is undergoing resonance like this. And then you will get this as the product. So this is your resonance hybrid, and this step is slow. This step is slow, and then the proton is lost from this species towards this AlCl4 negative, and you will get the product, that is chlorobenzene, and the catalyst AlCl3 is brought back, and the other byproduct is HCl, and this step is fast. Okay, since it is fast, it will not affect the rate of reaction. The only slow step determines the rate of reaction. Now same way, nitration is done. This is halogenation. You just need to know the structures. So positive charge is created here, that's what you are showing. Then shift this pi bond toward that, then positive charge will shift here. Then you shift this, then the positive charge will shift here. These are the three resonance structures, which is shown as a resonance hybrid here, right? Now same way, nitration also takes place. In the case of nitration, first of all, remember this nitration takes place in the presence of sulfuric acid. So sulfuric acid ionizes in the form of H plus and HSO4 minus, and this H plus will go with the OH minus of HNO3. HNO3 will polarize like this. So this H2O will get removed, and NO2 is the electrophile that is created here. So initially that hydrogen is getting attached towards a lone pair of electron, forming a intermediate, and then this bond will break to remove the water molecule, and your electrophile is generated, that is nitronium ion. So first step is generation of electrophile. Then in the second step, the same way, the way you did this halogenation, same way, instead of E plus, it is NO2 plus. That's the only difference. Everything else is the same. And you get the carbocation intermediate. And in the third step, the proton is lost to HSO4 minus, and it will get back as H2SO4. So a catalyst is something which is not utilized in the reaction, but it is brought back at the end. Is that clear? It is, you will get back in the same way at the end of the process. So this is nitration. Same way you have sulfonation. Now in the case of sulfonation, what happens? See, again, how the generation of electrophile is taking place. This H2SO4 molecule will ionize to give you SO3, HSO4 minus and H3O plus. Two molecules of H2SO4 is giving you SO3. Now this SO3 will act as the electrophile. Now an electrophile need not be positively charged always, right? You have to remember that. Now this SO3 is an electrophile. This will act as an electrophile. How it is an electrophile, we'll see now. Now this is your SO3. Now what happens here? See, this pair of electron is shifting towards oxygen. So O will get a negative charge, S will get a positive charge. Right? Now here again, it may be shift of this, or it may be shift of this, or it may be shift of this. Any of the three, this S double bond O, that bond may shift towards oxygen. Okay? So basically what you are having? You are having this structure at the end. Because of the shift of pi bond, you are having S double bond O and O negative. One of the O will be having a negative charge. That is the resonance hybrid. Now, the sulfur trioxide will act as an electrophile. How it is an electrophile? See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sulfur is having only 5 electrons in the bonded state. That means it is short of 1 electron, so you call it as an electrophile. This S will have a positive charge. Okay, so it is the electrophile. Now this electrophile will attach through sulfur. Remember, it will attach through sulfur, which is the electrophilic center. So when you write, this will be SO3 negative. Now you may ask me, इसमें negative charge है, फिर वो electrophile कैसे है? Now which is the attacking atom, or which is the electrophilic center which is getting attracted towards the pi electrons? That is S, which is holding a positive charge. It is not this O minus. Is that clear? So it is this S plus which is getting attracted towards the negative center that is created. So everywhere you will have this SO3 minus and then your resonance hybrid. Now here again this is SO3 negative. And then finally that will react with HSO4 minus that was formed in the initial step. So proton will be given back to this and you will get sulfuric acid back, and this SO3 minus is there. Now to this unit, the H3O plus that is formed in the beginning, is a non. So that H3O plus will react to give you SO3H. So this is called as benzene sulfonic acid. Okay. Now here, one thing that you have to remember, all the other reactions, they are not reversible, but this sulfonation, it is slightly different, that it is reversible. Because of this reversibility, this sulfonic acid group can be easily removed by heating a sulfonic acid with steam under pressure, or by even simply adding dilute mineral acid. So you have benzene sulfonic acid, you treat it with steam or dilute acid, then you can get back benzene. So you can use this method as the preparation of benzene also. Right? So this is what is your electrophilic substitution process. Now same way, this Friedel-Crafts alkylation also takes place. Friedel-Crafts acylation, alkylation, everything it is of the same kind. RCl with AlCl3, you will get R plus and AlCl4 negative. And then this R plus is the attacking agent that will get attracted towards this position. You will get hydrogen and R. And these are the resonance structures. This is your intermediate carbocation. And then this AlCl4 will react. Proton will come here, take away one of the Cl minus, and come out as HCl. AlCl3 is brought back, your catalyst is brought back, and you will get alkyl benzene. So this is Friedel-Crafts alkylation. Same way, acylation will also be done. So this is about electrophilic substitution reaction. You need to know the mechanism. You have to practice mechanism, right?